podcast. At least for me, I know that. I'm here with Tootsie Roll, and I'll say it for the last time because I know people are probably tired of hearing it. Oh, feedback. Yeah, see, I always forget something on a podcast, right?
Okay.
I always forget something. The very first, we ate you, but AKA Tootsie Roll. We're here at Club Foo Bar doing celebrating our second podcast. And I'm more than happy about that because normally I don't follow through with nothing.
It's exciting.
I've been looking forward to it. And, I was thinking, there's no deadlines. There's no, we got to do it this day. We got to do it at this time. Do it whenever. And as long as within a 2-week range, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because, if you force shit to happen, I'm bad at that.
It's unnatural.
It won't happen if I got to force shit to happen.
It's not as good as it could be.
Anyway, I like to say why we're here on this. By the way, the wonderful art that you see on your screen at this moment, Tootsie Roll actually designed herself, among with all the other animated characters you may see on this channel. That's going to be a wonderful success, and I'm going to be so famous. I'm going to hire bodyguards. I'm just saying. Oh, okay. See, somebody already left because I already said that. That's how. Anyway, okay, enough of that. We are here to talk about an exciting game that I went out and bought another controller for that reason. Mm-hmm. Mostly because it was green. Yeah, I love the green. Tiny. I love the mini. I love the minis.
You can't say no to the tiny.
Yes, I love them. Yeah, I love the minis because I love them. But I did love the giant original Xbox controller. Did you?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was a nice weight. With that one, it's nice to not have to reach your entire hand or finger across the thing to be able to do anything. But I like the Xbox, the original Xbox. I guess you can't call it Xbox One. The original Xbox controllers preferred to the PlayStation ones, like PlayStation 2 and stuff.
Right.
I don't know. I always just liked them better. It was just.
Everybody hated it. It was a giant fail among the gaming community on YouTube. Everybody hates it. I loved it. It was big. When I started playing the PlayStation, when I got into that, I had the first one. It was like a natural thing, but when that big controller came out, that felt more natural. Then I went back to PS3. I felt like I was doing this, I was Tyrannosaurus Rex trying to run and catch a meal. Yeah. So. Anyway, not only that, on top of my don't let me cut you off because I will. The controller comes along with my green goddamn rag. Look at that green rag. Anyway, go ahead. What were you going to say? Also,
unpopular opinion. I prefer cords rather than cordless controllers.
Well, I prefer cords because I'm tired of buying batteries.
I was playing. This is the turning point. I was playing Telltale, the Batman series, and I was into it. I was getting really far into it, and then it gets to the point where Batman has someone strung up, and he's deciding if he wants to beat the shit out of him or if he wants to just slyly get the information out of him. Yeah. My controller died, and I did not know it. So it was making decisions for me, and I was like, "That's not what I'm saying. What is wrong?" And that went a decent 15 minutes. I was so dumb.
Oh God!
I went for 15 minutes, and I looked at the controller, and it was off. I was like, "Wow."
Well, I guess I agree. Yeah. I did not like when Xbox. And I know everybody's on the edge of their couch waiting for about this discussion because it is a couch play. But I'm so happy with this controller. It's the mini Xbox. For the Xbox One, there's a mini green one and there's a mini black one. You know what I'm talking about. If you hear this, you know exactly what I mean because there's only one. I think minis out there. There's a couple of them. But this one does come with the audio jack, which you really don't need. But it also, the actual wire on this is 9 foot long and it's very flexible.
No, it's 9 foot in 7
or something.
7 inches.
Yeah,
That is
wonderful.
Basically 10 foot.
That is wonderful. It isn't like Nintendo's giving you the little mini Nintendo and the cord's 2 foot long.
No,
and you have a 70-inch TV and you're sitting right up on it. No wonder people are going blind. But
I think we're the only people in the world to have a 70-inch TV.
No. There's a lot of people that love plastic, much as I do, and waste money. So, do you remember back in the day when you got a controller from the 360? I think it was under the You had the Pro or something pack where the Xbox 360 had silver hardware, and if you buy the cheaper version, you get the cord controller, and it was really hard. You couldn't move it.
No, it was like rubber or something.
I think they used the same string out in the Bering Sea when they catch snow crab. It's the same cord. Yeah. It's the same cord. Or when they're creating tower-like structures in the city with cranes. That's what they use that. Anyway, let's get right into this because I tell you, finally, I think things are coming full circle. They're not here yet. We still got a long ways to go, but they're starting to seem to me to go back full circle with all the retro gaming that's supposed to be coming back.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Cuphead here, I read a few. No, not a few. Maybe one or two. Not a few. I don't read much.
I don't read.
But I did see in comments where people saying, well, I would recommend this game to a friend, or I would buy this game if it was multiplayer. It is multiplayer, but it's only couch multiplayer, co-op. And that's why I'm buying it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm buying it.
That's half the reason why I'm so excited for this, is that the fact that it's co-op and the fact that it's a cartoon.
Yes. Oh, we haven't got into that yet. Yeah. The couch co-op, you don't have that anymore.
No.
You don't have it anymore.
And it makes me sad, because that's where it started. That's why I started liking video games. I didn't sit downstairs when I was like 8 and be like, well, I can't wait to play this by myself.
I can't wait to play this by myself.
No,
well, I was, because I didn't have any friends. I didn't have any friends.
I was excited to play with you.
Yeah, no, I know what you said. Yeah.
I wasn't I can't wait to play this.
I know I keep steering off Cuphead, but do you remember one of my moments of playing? We played video games forever.
Oh,
Me and you started when you were little. You were like, we were co-op partners on the couch, right?
Yep.
Well, the one thing that brings my memory back, and I know we're supposed to be talking about Cuphead, but this kind of
it'll be full circle. Don't worry about it.
This is couch gaming now. So we're sitting there, and I remember I bring home Rainbow Six on the Xbox original. No, the 360. Was it? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was the 360.
360. No, you're right. 360. And I was telling you, okay, this here, like it was some kind of strategy move. I said, this here, we're not going to go run and gun like Halo. This one we have to sneak around and we have to take down the terrace and all that shit. And you're like, yeah. You're young. You know. You're like, yeah, whatever.
What are you talking about?
But I remember us sneaking through them hallways and on the 360 with Rainbow Six, when it was split screen couch co-op, and those were probably the best times for me outside of me. My biggest, I don't know, Mario Brothers 1 with me and my sister, we played that for never-ending hours at one point in time.
Yeah.
But it's already been out for a long time.
Yeah.
It was an old console. We revisited it, and the console's been out. My growing-up time was that Super NES, but my preferred console back in the day, and I know this is irrelevant to what the goddamn thing is, but that's how I do shit, and I'll shut up about it, but is the Genesis has probably got the most of my hours when it comes in when you got before the 360 and before PlayStation 1 and Xbox original. Genesis was my go-to console of hours and hours by myself sitting in my room like We Ate You #2 does. Anyway, so yeah. So anyway, let's go to Cuphead. So this is a game that you can download with them. Now let's look at the negative things about it. And I know we agree on it. It's not a physical copy, far as I know. Everywhere I looked, it's digital download.
Yeah, and in my opinion, I think you care about that a little bit more than I do. When I heard it, I was like, man, that kind of sucks. But it wasn't a breaking point for me. I was never gonna be like, well, that's all. Like I was a little sad, but it wasn't to the point where I was like frustrated or angry, or I never was like, well, this is an awful decision. Like it cost $20.
Yeah,
and that's it coming out. I would rather pay $20 on the digital download than pay $60 for the freaking hard copy.
Well, that's the thing. It's kind of funny you say that, because that brings us to even more discussion about the game. That is it going to be worth a $60 title, even if it was a physical copy? See. Let's switch to the, I'm going to give everybody a look at it real quick since it's early on and we're talking about it right here. I'll flip back in a minute because I do like the original art from Tootsie Roll that she made 1 and 2 Cuphead look like ourselves. But right here are some screenshots of the game. Now I love the old school drawing style in a game. It looks like it's coming to life.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's a little modern too. You can see a little bit of like Medusa here, which that's who it is. I'm guessing. It would have to be. It would have to be, right? I mean,
Medusa,
whatever. I'm just saying it would have to be. But she looks a little more modern from what some of the other characters in these screenshots do, which is I'm fine with that. I'm happy. It's great. And I love cartoony games just as much as I love shell shaded games, and I love the frogs. I love the way that's an old '60s, early '70s look. Yeah, the pants.
Yeah, I like the pants.
Exactly. I do love that, and I do love the cat. Now the cat over here on the bottom left hand screen of the screen here, that is a '60s style art, and that's I'm not a huge fan of the '60s style art, but I do love it. I'm just saying, but I do like it. I do like it enough to where it sold me on just the visuals.
Yeah.
The game could suck, but I can't see it. How can it be? It's a shooter. I don't know. I'm just saying, but by looking at this game though, look how visually appealing that is.
Yeah.
For me, or if anybody does like that type of stuff.
Yes. I think that the cat. I think this game is called Cuphead Running from the Devil or something similar to that.
Yeah, it was something like that.
So I think that's the devil.
That's your main guy.
I think this game, from what I've read and what I've seen and what I've heard, is supposed to be a very boss-heavy battle. Whereas, like, you go through a level, you go through a boss. You go through a level, like, a boss at every single... Which is what the old games were, which is what it brings back to the retro.
Yes.
And I think if they had enough levels, and they had enough to bring it back to what we were talking about... If we had enough levels, we had enough content, we had enough story behind it, it would be worth $60.
No, well,
nobody's played it yet, so nobody. Well, people have played it, I guess, but nobody's completed it yet, so nobody knows. But if you haven't, like, I've seen so many different character designs and different, like, these are only the 3 around the, like, main art, I guess, with the Xbox. That's only, like, a small section, I feel like, because I've seen so many other characters, and so I haven't seen the frogs till today. Because there's so many different things.
Well, yeah. Well, see, the thing was with it, there's also a shark. It looks really cool, too.
Oh, really?
That was outside the octopus, but I kind of threw these pictures together because, it
was well encompassing.
Let's just I just wanted to put some stuff up so people could see what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But, I lost train of thought.
Is it worth $60?
60, yeah, see what I'm saying? It went,
It's okay.
That's why I can't do these by myself.
It's a relaxed. It's not like heavily scripted.
Yeah,
you could probably tell.
Well, the thing was with the $20 price tag kind of scares me.
Really?
What is there only? They're like 6 levels.
Yeah.
The replay value's there. I'll play it. Like the turtle game, I'm playing that again.
You are?
I'm playing that again. I don't care what I'm doing. I'm playing it.
Mm.
I don't care if I don't want to play it.
I mean, you kind of missed on the experience when you didn't upgrade your turtles for the entire goddamn game.
I know. I beat the game without even upgrading. That's how much I loved it.
Oh my god.
Anyway, but this year I was afraid of the $20 price tag because, I mean, they're saving money on the digital download, which I don't agree with. I like to have a copy in my hand, just so I can look at it and just have a physical copy. But it's kind of I'm going in expecting it's going to be a quick, fast game that you probably have to put on the hardest level to be challenged, and I have high expectations in some ways, but some ways I don't. So the only reason is because of the $20 price tag.
I feel as if the $20 price tag was so that, because I think if this was $60, nobody would buy it. It didn't matter who you were. Like, we don't even buy $60 games when they first come out.
Well, what about if this was campaign, couch co-op, and multiplayer, which would be a mess, I think. They would ruin it. I think what they did with it was fine and it was enough.
But I'm saying, I think then they would because of the multiplayer. Anything that's multiplayer sells, and everybody knows that. That's why they wanted to go a different way, and I feel like this is so far from the norm with it being cartoon, being heavily boss battle, because you don't really see that a whole lot anymore. You still have boss battles, but you don't, like, it's not the point of the game.
It's not traditionally built. This one looks traditionally built.
And to get people to get it, you would have to put a lower price tag on it. If this cost $60 out and it was a physical copy and you saw it in GameStop, you'd be like, what the hell?
I'd be tempted, but I would probably wait and come home and go to YouTube like everybody else does. And like I do with everything, I say, well, I know it's going to come down.
Yes.
But I guess, I don't know, this is going to be, this is kind of going in blindfolded, which is fun. Because visually it drew me in.
Yeah.
visually it drew me in, and I know everybody's not, everybody's worried about a story, and that's all well and good, and I get that, but visually sometimes it just draws me in where I gotta have it. I don't know about everybody else, but that gotta have it. But the couch co-op is going to be wonderful. And why not stream it? We're going to stream the crap out of it.
Yeah.
No, we're going to stream the crap out of it. I'm serious. We are going to stream the crap out of it. Whether people watch or not, I don't care about that. It's just why put that, it brings, I hate to say it sound cliche, but it brings people in the house back together again in one spot to actually do something together.
Exactly. That's why I keep saying I'm okay with multiplayer. I think it was an amazing addition to the gaming world and how you do games and everything. But even we played Overwatch together. We played other things together, and it was never like when we played Doom together, or when we played Halo together, or when we played The Outfit together. Even, you know what I mean? Like, it was never the same.
Yeah, no, I agree. But yeah, no, I am guilty of liking multiplayer though.
No, I do too.
This is stupid to say until I faced my fears, because this is a true turning point for me, and I never didn't tell anybody yet. I was so wrapped up, if I wasn't playing multiplayer, I wasn't playing a game. Yep. If I wasn't playing multiplayer every night, it was a Titanfall. I was getting really bad with a Titanfall, Overwatch.
Yeah.
If I wasn't playing multiplayer, I didn't even finish campaigns anymore. I'm thinking, if I'm not playing multiplayer, I'm not playing a game. It got that bad. So then I turned it around and said, I'm not playing the PlayStation Plus. I'm not, what do you get with it? I'm not going to get in that conversation. We already know about that.
Yeah.
But I recently got it again because it's just, whatever. I'm saying, I stayed away from it. I got the Xbox back out. I got Forza. I didn't get Xbox Live, only for the reason I'm playing the campaign. I bought Hitman, that I still got to finish that. That's only campaign. Yeah. It's not multiplayer. It is multiplayer. I'm playing the campaigns.
You're only playing campaigns.
I'm playing campaigns because if I was saying to myself, why am I never beat the latest Halo campaign, which is kind of run down like the Star Wars franchise, in my opinion. You got to stop with Master Chief.
It kind of lost me with like that Halo Wars
It just stopped, man. Stop with that shit. I know people are still gun-ho about it. That's fine. But this is just our opinions. It doesn't stop that shit. But anyway, here's what I'm thinking about this game. This may be a failure. This may be shit. This may be great. But I think somebody somewhere sat somewhere and said, you know what? Oh my God, you know what? I'm going to put my own self out on the limb, and maybe my position at this company, and say, or whatever. I don't know how it came down. I didn't want to do too much research on the game because I want to be surprised when I play it.
Yes.
If I'm half as happy as going into it, and I get half of that back, the game's a success for me.
Yeah.
Somebody said we're going to put a couch co-op game out. Who would have thought of that this time of day?
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm saying, is this going to open the doors up for more of that, which would be great?
If it does well.
Yeah, well,
if this flops and everyone plays it and is like, well, what the hell is this? Then
nobody's
ever going to do it
Majority of
again.
them are going to say that anyway. Whether they kind of think, okay, it's an okay game, they're going to go to the negative side because it's not multiplayer. Because I've seen the comments myself. I read them saying, well, I would suggest this. I think it was on an IGN board or something like that, or one of them, or whatever. One of them big gaming boards, like, oh, I don't want this. A couple people said, yeah, hell yeah, this is great. But most of the comments were saying, I would recommend this, or I might get it, but it's not multiplayer. And they were aggravated.
Yeah, I can understand that, but at the same time, for me, multiplayer is. I would prefer to play a campaign rather than a multiplayer game. That's just my opinion. All the things
but
upstairs that I have.
Don't you agree that? I mean, you have to agree they're not even putting too much time in these campaigns.
I mean, nowadays,
it's driven multiplayer driven now.
That's this whole like gaming universe has become around multiplayer. If you got multiplayer, you're gonna be fine. If you got multiplayer and you got interesting characters, you'll be fine. Screw having them work together and actually make a coherent story like in Overwatch. You have all these amazing characters, they make they have all this this lure online and everything. But then when it comes to the game, it's just like, sandbox.
It does.
We're just pew pew for fun.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
It kind of makes no sense at all.
No.
Your eyes start to bleed. It just makes no sense at all. I mean.
Online, they have an amazing lore and they all fit together and they all fit in this universe, but they cannot, for some reason, find any way to make them fit together in the Overwatch. I know they did the things where it's like Black Watch and they have all these events and things like that. But that, in my opinion, is not good enough. That is not good enough for me. I like the stories. I like that's the whole point. That's why the reason why I like games is because of the stories and playing with someone next to them.
You remember back in the you're old enough to remember and know what was when you played the story, and there really wasn't too much multiplayer, none at all with Xbox Original and PlayStation 1. That character was the star.
Yes.
Not every other dumbass online screaming. That character was the star.
Yes.
And I miss that. We don't have that no more.
No, we don't have that. And now that culture has created this where it doesn't matter if the character's good or not. It doesn't matter if you like McCree as a character in Overwatch. You like his gun, so you play him and you mess around with your friends. You know what I mean? Exactly, it doesn't matter if you like the characters anymore. And then so the companies spend less time creating and making these characters and fleshing them out. Yeah. So that just... It makes, like, this whole multiplayer thing, I love multiplayer, I love what it brings, but you need to take a step back sometimes and be like, what were games in the freaking beginning? Well, yeah. What was the point of a game?
What was the point of the game, exactly? What was the point? So hopefully this year will turn things around, I'm hoping. But, you know, it was all about, when you picked up a video game at first, you thought, what is this, where's this character going to do, where's it going to lead me, how's it going to be, you know, it was, you know, like Voodoo Vince.
Yes.
That is an awesome character. The game is the most frustrating game I ever played. Idea. But that was a great... Where's the Voodoo Vinces at?
Yeah.
This here, the Cuphead, is probably the closest you might be able to get it here for a while, I'm thinking.
It's the most unique and creative thing I've seen come out of the gaming world for a while now.
Yeah, I agree,
I mean, there is, like, you can argue everything has creativity, but it's gotten to the point where it's like you were saying, Halo 9, Call of Duty 124.
Oh
like, you know what I mean? It's just like,
don't even
everyone keeps putting out these things that they know do well, and they just add multiplayer, and that's it. I want a new story. I want a new character. I want a new gaming, like, franchise. I want a new, you know what I mean? Like, Besa with its freaking Skyrim and its Oblivion, you just stop.
Oh.
Come up with something new. You made these amazing things.
Yeah, well, right.
They did well. Move on.
You know what scares me about this game? It's so watered down, which I love. Team Fortress 2. Well, not the computer side, the definitive version. I'm talking about the console versions nobody liked, really, because, you know, it was...
That's what I grew up on, and that's what I prefer.
Right, so what I'm worried about when I'm looking at this picture right here, and when I'm worried about this whole thing, either it's going to be I think it's going to be a fail.
Really?
Now, I'm going to say it because people are going to be so mad, they're not even going to... It's going to be a fail, but it's going to be a giant win for me because I have it and I can play it as much as I want. Yeah. The only thing that's going to be disturbing to me is, number one, they don't put another one out if it's half as good as I think. Or if they put another one out, these characters won't look like that. You know what they're going to be? They're going to have backpacks on. They're going to have swords coming out of their knees. They're going to have grenades galore that you could throw. They can run on the walls. They can do somersaults and backflips and moon dance while they're doing snow angels. I don't need that shit. You need basic rundown. This is the character. This is what it can do. Don't add so much that I don't want to play it no more. And that's where they're going. If this is a success, we're saying it here first. I'm sure there's been other podcasts about this, maybe not. But please do not take these characters and turn them into something they weren't from the beginning. That's what I'm saying. But I think, and unfortunately I hate to say it, it's going to be a free Xbox Live game one day.
Aww.
No, I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
I hate to say it because nobody's ready for this.
Yeah.
We moved so far past where we're at with multiplayer. They're not ready. The next game will be multiplayer if it's somewhat a success.
Yes.
You know
I
it will.
agree with that.
You know it will. You know it will. So
I think, in my opinion, this will go over at least semi-well. I don't think it'll be a huge thing where it's like, best game of the year, but I think it will do well, and there will be a second one. They were already talking about it. They're already saying if there's a second one, we're going to make it available for PS4 and everything. You know what I mean? They're already talking about expanding. But I think I've seen some people having problem with this game because they said it's hard, or because they said they can't figure out things in it. But, you know, if you want to really go back to retro games, that's what you're going to have to deal with.
Well, I mean, but I don't know about anybody else on here. I'm sure there's people that do it. But when I was playing Batman 1989, that is the hardest game on the NES that I couldn't beat most of my games. But you know what? I was excited for them still.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
Kept going back.
I kept going back and trying to beat it, and I kept playing it, and I'm like, you know, Jaws.
I couldn't beat that. Like,
I'm saying I couldn't either, but I'm just saying I couldn't do that. I mean, but I mean those games, you just, you know, Ninja Gaiden on the Genesis. I'm sure people have beaten it, but you know, I didn't beat at that time. You could probably start getting close to beating them. But I'm talking back in the day. Those older games, you're not beating them. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people that can beat them, but you know, I wasn't.
You're spending like your whole life.
Yeah, I just wanted to move on. You know, play the hell out of it and see what was coming out next, and you know, but whatever. But
I think this will do well, though.
I don't know.
I think it'll do well, and for whoever created this, they obviously care. They obviously want to do what they want to do. So when they do have a second one, I don't think he's gonna like. Essentially, he or she gonna like sell their baby to have swords on the knees.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like if I made this, I'd be like, do not mess it up.
Well,
do not touch my characters. Do not. You know what I mean?
If you're I don't know who even made it. I didn't even look that much into it.
No, I don't know either.
I wanted to go in this as I did when I was younger. That you didn't have the internet. You didn't have, all you had was magazines, and I didn't buy them because I can't read. So I'll just look at the pictures. So I'm going into buying it on a visual. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm looking at on here.
Do the colors look good?
Yeah, I did see some. yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. That's what it was for me. And so I did go look at some gameplay because I was interested. I'm like, wow. I'm like, oh shit. As soon as I looked at maybe 10 seconds of a gameplay, I shut the page down.
Yeah, same.
Because
when I was creating this image, I had to look up somewhat of an idea of what the characters looked like and how they were in the style and everything, because obviously this is not my typical style. I wanted to incorporate myself, but also make it look like the actual game, because otherwise, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
But I was seeing like these people playing it. I saw like Conan, I think, played it or something with Like it's gotten media. It's gotten you know.
Yeah, I just
advertising.
I just hope it's going to be a successful game, but I don't really think it's going to be as successful as I think in my mind. I think it's going to be for who can appreciate it for what it is, and that's about far as it's going to go.
I guess so.
And not many people now in the gaming industry are going to sit on their
couch. Retro is where it's at. Bring retro back. Well, this is your chance. Make this do well, and you'll bring it back. Yeah. Trust me. If this game breaks the freaking bank, then every other gaming console and company would be like, well, damn, we need something like that. Damn, we need to do that.
Yeah.
So if you want to bring retro back, this is the game to start.
Well, here's the thing. The thing with that retro thing in full circle that everybody keeps coming back for, and believe it or not, I'm just going to say this, but then I'll move on to what I was getting ready to say.
No, okay.
But there's people that are making YouTube videos now saying, you need to pick up a PS3 and 360. That's starting to piss me off. See, they're trying to backtrack on every goddamn thing. It's pissing me off, but I'm going to leave it at that because I could rant about that. But what I'm saying is, in my mind, here's my mind. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, here's my mind. You have the hardcore gamer that just fiends at it. You know, you have the hardcore gamer, you have the casual gamer, and now, thanks to the limited supplies for Nintendo that play their game by putting shit out half quantity, bullshit, you have the guy that hasn't picked up video games in 15, 20 years, and now they're getting this mini NES and a mini Super NES. But here's the problem. This game is going to fall between just maybe the casual gamer that really doesn't care about buying games online, or if they do buy it, it's not going to be enough to make this game a success, in my opinion.
Well, in my opinion,
the hardcore gamer is not going to. Maybe I'm wrong, man. I don't know. I kind of consider myself a hardcore gamer.
I consider myself a casual.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got to play every day.
Yeah,
I'm addicted. to it. I got to play every day.
I play the games I like, and that's it.
No, if I miss one day, I will think, man, I got to play now because it's stupid. But I'm not hardcore as like We Ate You Too. Or Candyman, his eyes will bleed. You know, not me. I'm not that hardcore.
No.
But I gotta play every single day. So that's not. I don't think people like me that play every day are gonna. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Maybe they'll take the $20 and throw it in because it is a $20 title. Maybe that's gonna help it. I don't know.
For me, casual gamer, seeing something like this, it's refreshing to be like, oh, I don't have to invest all my time, all my money, all this into it. I'm able to just play a game and just pick it up and leave it wherever. You know what I mean? Like I don't. With Overwatch, it was great that you guys got it and everything, but if it was up to me and I had my own console and I was like living alone or something, I would never have gotten it for myself. Huh. I would never have bought that for myself.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, like it's so like all you have to play like every day to get the diamond thing, and you have to play like all the time and to be good, and then like with all this there's so many, it's like such like an upkeeping thing in my opinion, because otherwise like Mercy, I haven't played it since she had her new update.
I tell you
and
one
now
thing.
I'm scared to get back into it because now I'm gonna have to learn to play my favorite character all over again.
Outside of that, and I know we're not. This is not Overwatch, but I put it in the game last night to play it because just to revisit it because I haven't played it in months.
Yeah.
I'm tired. And the time before that, I put it in. It was a 75-minute update, and I'm hardline, and we got pretty decent. We got a pretty good solid line in bandwidth. But last night I put it back in. I had another 15-minute update. See, I'm tired of the goddamn updates with these multiplayer games.
This is a game I would buy for myself. This is a game that if I was alone, I would buy it.
Well, hopefully the casual gamer will bring this game up to where it needs to be.
Yeah, because I think it's more casual than hardcore.
I'm hoping. Yeah. I guess I fall into a hardcore casual gamer then, because I guess I'm not a hardcore, like I don't bleed. My eyes aren't going to turn red and bleed because I'm going I'm Overwatch. I need to get level 50,000.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. I don't care about that. You know, I used to, but I don't now. But I don't care. I don't know. I kind of fall in the middle there. I kind of fall in the middle. You know what I mean? I kind of fall where I know I got to play every day, but it's not like. I think
that still makes you more of a hardcore gamer. I think we at U2 and Candyman are kind of like a special breed. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Sometimes.
I think they're a special kind of person.
I couldn't sit in a room that's 6,000 degrees because TVs are on. To let everybody know, before you could probably wonder why we're saying
hotter than the sun.
Well, the thing is, we have 3 or 4 PS4s. We have 5 goddamn PS3s. We have 18 TVs through the house.
I'm staring at one that's like the size of a wall.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to say that to show that we're money. When it's not that, it's like.
In my opinion, it's like so like oh come on man, like do we need anything else? Like are you serious?
We got
like when we get to that TV, it was hard to fit in the car, and I was like, really? Do we really need this?
Yeah, I needed it.
We had a hard time. We had to take out the seats in a minivan.
I know.
To fit the goddamn TV in.
And by the way, I'm sure everybody's going to probably wonder, well, no, it's a Samsung. I went all the way with it. I paid for more for this TV than I did my goddamn Explorer. So anyway, okay, enough of that. Enough showing off, right?
No, oh my God.
No, I'm just saying. By the way, if you're still looking and you happen to come in later, or if you happen to see this later, you just click through the middle of the game. Tootsie Roll has designed us as being the Cuphead characters. That looks like me on the right in the red, and that looks like her on the left. It kind of resembles us, believe me.
Kind of, a little bit.
It does. So, so Cuphead, we're going to hope it's going to be a success. We're going to pick it up as soon as I can get a hold of it. That same day, we're going to get it, and we're going to play it that night. We're going to be streaming. But we got another 15 minutes here. I'm thinking maybe we should go because I know people love the 2-3 hour podcasts, but I don't. Not that I mean, we could go another 6 hours, but I don't want to.
I only turn on this podcast when I don't want to listen to anything. Yeah. I just want noise.
Well, that's why.
So, the ones I listen to, they're less than 2 hours.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. So, before we go, I wanted to bring up season passes. Now, I was telling you about that, didn't I?
Yeah, yep.
I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but I'm kind of like, I don't care about Star Wars anymore because I think they ran it into the ground. I think 7 was good. 4, 5, and 6. Meaning 1, 2, and 3.
I didn't even like the new ones that came out.
You didn't like 7?
I didn't like either of them.
I liked 7 was refreshing because 1, 2, and 3, not meaning the ones in the 70s. 4, 5, and 6, the 70s versions are fantastic. 1, 2, and 3, the later versions when they finally put them out, he dropped the ball on that one. He waited too long or something. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then, of course,
it wasn't awful, but I wasn't like I'm bored now.
It wasn't. There you go. It wasn't the first Star Wars that were put out in the 70s and 80s. But what I'm getting at is Battlefront. That is what we're talking about. Battlefront. I happened to turn on my PlayStation 4 the other day, and I was like back and forth about the PlayStation Plus. Back and forth, not sure, but I do love Plants vs. Zombies. 1 better than 2. But I do love my multiplayer games and all that kind of stuff. I go, okay, I'm pissed off that they raised the goddamn subscription every year. I know, what's $60 a year? It's nothing, but it is something.
No, that is something.
It is something when it was $50. And it is something, PlayStation, when you said online is free and always will be. It was on the fucking box. Yeah. And here I said the F word. I wasn't going to say it. I wasn't going to say it through the whole goddamn podcast. See?
Pack it up, pack it up.
I'm packing it up right now as we speak. My PS4 is going back in the box. But anyway.
Back into the dungeon.
Yeah, so anyway, what I'm getting at, I saw that, and it was to my surprise. It was maybe I shouldn't have been surprised, but it was my goddamn surprise that I scrolled over to see what I could get for free. And that's what I do. Goddamn right. So anyway, okay, so I go, oh my God, no, don't say it. After 2 years, maybe more.
It's been a little while.
The goddamn season pass they've been pushing on you because they can't give it to you in the $60 title.
Oh no!
Don't give me those goddamn.
No.
They did give us a lot.
You need to buy DLC to complete the game.
You know what? I do love but I do love gaming, and I do love what they give us because what else are you gonna do? I mean, anything can be fixed, even this podcast. I don't know how it could be. It could probably be famous if somebody could fix it, but we're not. So anyway, what I'm saying is.
We're only on our second one. I don't know what you expect to happen.
No. I demand
views.
I demand views and royalties already. Anyway, so I look at it and I go, Star Wars Season Pass free. And I was like, so where's this roll? How are we snowballing into this? How are we snowballing? Because I'm mad. I'm mad because I paid for Outer Rim $15 because I was like, you know what? This game. I'm sold on it. I can play it. It's a little slow for me. The control. You're a little stiff, by a little bit, not a lot. It's playable. I love the characters. I love being a stormtrooper. I love it. I love it. Love it. So I go. Man, I'm mad. I'm thinking, why do I got to buy that? Because when you put something in front of you, they go, okay, here's a piece of candy. Then you're like, wow, I like it. My favorite color is cherry. So, but I'm playing grape over here. But I love cherry. You know, the season pass of just for instance, right? I'm thinking, I keep looking. I'm thinking, damn, okay, bitch. So I bought that. It wasn't good as I expected. Outer Rim wasn't that good. I went back. Yeah, right. It was $50, and it came down to you buy. Then they dropped it to $39.99 or $29.99. I think that's the last time I looked. I'm thinking, I'm not buying that shit. Because Outer Rim did not please me to the point where I thought I needed to move on. Yes. So what I'm getting at is I downloaded the season pass that they waited over 2 years to hang on to. I got it for free, and here I go, and lo and behold, I'm like, I'm going to go into Death Star, man. I'm going to finally be able to go into the Death Star and shoot up in the Death Star. I'm going to go to war in the Death Star, man. So I'm thinking, oh, this is great. So all of a sudden, I'm in a flying simulation. I backed out 2 or 3 times thinking I clicked the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I clicked Death Star. I didn't know, and I didn't care. You have to play the simulation part to get into the actual first-person shooting part. And I just don't want to. I don't want to fly.
I don't like flying things. I barely like driving cars in video games.
Well, no, for me, I love helicopters. I don't know what it is.
I'm okay if I'm in it, like shooting down at things, but if I'm driving I don't want to drive it.
I love simulation helicopter games. The very best one, in my opinion, was PS1 Black Dawn. The best helicopter game down, hands down. Then you have Apache Assault was the next one. That is wonderful. The sounds are fantastic. But anyway, what I'm saying is, when I downloaded this shit and I played it a couple times. I actually got to see R2D2 in some of my streams in here. You actually got to see R2D2 when I was on the Empire side, oh God! Anyway, I was a stormtrooper, and I was like, "Oh, there he is, man!" And the rebels were coming in, but people have been playing it for so long because they already bought the season pass. You're getting torn up, which is expected. But I can't complain about that. But what I'm complaining about is, it's not that good.
Yeah,
they're not that good, like you just said. It's never not that good, right?
It's like looking at a billboard and you're driving down the highway and you've been driving forever and you see a McDonald's advertisement. And damn, the burger looks good.
Don't say nothing about McDonald's because I love McDonald's. I don't care. You better not say nothing about McDonald's.
Damn, that Big Mac looks good.
It looks good no matter what.
No, then you go there,
it still
and it's
looks
half falling apart.
No, I love it. It's juicy. I love it. Take the pickles off, and I love it. I love it. No, you can't make a Big Mac look bad.
McDonald's isn't food.
No, yeah. I don't care how them cows died. They're good. I don't care.
Not even cows.
Well, you know what? I don't care.
They got like pigeon in their meat.
I love pigeon. I love possum and pigeon. pigeon. I love possum and pigeon. I don't give a shit.
They're gonna come out and be like, McDonald's hamburgers have been known to cause cancer.
Hey, well, I got cancer. I'm riddled with it, bitch. I'm just saying. I'm starting to feel sore now. What's wrong with you? You made me feel bad. I need to go to the doctors. No, I don't care. McDonald's is number one.
No.
Oh my God.
No. Wendy's is the best. Wendy's is the best. Wendy's is the best. Get out of here with that McDonald's bullshit.
Wendy's?
Wendy's. I like Wendy's the best. If we're going to a fast food place, I want to go to Wendy's.
Why?
I like Wendy's. I like their nuggets better, and I like their fries better.
Who uses a girl as a poster child, as an unwanted stepchild?
Oh, girls can't do shit. Is that what you're saying?
No, unwanted stepchild.
Who are you talking to?
No, I'm just saying, no, Wendy's suck.
Wendy's
They're all right. They're okay, but they... No.
McDonald's got a goddamn clown.
Well, there you go.
It comes full circle. So, this, oh my God.
Anyway, okay, so the Star Wars Battlefront, the season pass is not even worth your time. I'm probably not going to revisit. I may revisit.
Don't even download it if it's free.
Well, don't. No. If it's free, download that shit.
Don't make them pay you to play it.
I say if it's free, it's mine. If it's free, my slogan was, my slogan always was from way back. If it's free, take it away. If you got to, no. If it's free, no. Now I can't remember my own slogan. If you got to pay, take it away. If it's free, it's for me. That's been my slogan.
If it's free, it's for me.
If you got to pay, take it away. No, I'm just saying it is not worth it. Anyway, that's outside of that. That was the biggest thing this week for me. Anything this week for you in gaming? Anything at all? I know you've been busy with school and college and shit.
Yeah,
has there been anything that outside of us talking about Cuphead that is anything that comic book related wise or anything?
I've been playing games still. Like I play them every now and again. I used to play Dota a lot. I don't know if you know what that is. But it's like do you know Smite? We played Smite on the PS4. You know that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, it's just like one of those like you're on a team and then you push, and then they push back, and then you fight back, and then towers and things like that. Okay. It's pretty fun. I can only play supports because I'm awful. I can only do supporting.
I've always liked support.
That's all I can do. That's what I've been. In Battlefield 3 in middle school, all I was a medic. Well, that's all I am.
But it worked. When you have 4 people that are communicating and they have their own. Their own, their own, like, medic,
I can only play one match of Dota, though, because they last, like, 30 minutes.
Oh, well.
And that is so taxing to me.
Okay.
I'm a real casual, I guess, because I cannot sit down for 30-plus minutes and play one game and be like, on to the next.
Oh, okay.
I can't do that.
No, yeah.
So what I do is I bought these 2 games a little while back, and I play them every often again. It's called Move or Die, and then Fighties. They're similar little cartoon games, and they're just little, like, arcade type things, and one person wins the arcade, they get points, the next person wins the next one, they win points, and whoever has the most points at the end wins.
Okay.
That's essentially what it is. Okay. It has little cartoon characters. It's just casual and nice to relax with. Like, I don't want to play Dota where I'm like, oh my god, I gotta win. I really want to play that.
Well, I haven't heard of that.
So that's what I do. Okay,
that's cool. Well, that's good. That's good. Where do you go? I'm just wrapping up some old game revisiting.
They cost like $5 too on Steam.
Oh my god! Oh, you guys in Steam, I just don't get it.
Not like.
I just don't get it. I don't.
Well, my consoles keep getting taken away from me.
No, you don't play them anyway when we give them to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna wrap it up. That was This Week in Gaming, and this podcast, and all this other stuff. And here's Cuphead, and we're gonna get it right away as soon as it comes out, and hope you guys do too. Support that couch co-op games, and you can always stream them. Don't forget, you can always stream them. But anyway, that's it. This is Sausage Dan, and we got Tootsie Roll here. You can call me Sausage for short, like Sausage. Always. Yeah, that's how you spell it. Anyway.
Can we call you Sauce?
Call me whatever you want. I don't care. Don't matter to me. All right, Internet, that was podcast number 2. I'm hoping they keep going. Till next time, I don't know what the discussion may be. We'll wait till we get there. Goodbye, Internet.